Alrighty guys, so we are officially recording. This is the video about the basics of what we're doing right now. So with this new formula, I'm going to go over it real quick. So our area is going to equal 1/2 A times P. So this is the formula we're using to find the area of the polygon. Its area equals 1/2. That's the apothem times the perimeter. So the perimeter is a concept we can do by multiplying the side length times the number of sides. So if we're looking over here at this pentagon, if I know that it's a regular pentagon, so that all the sides are the same, and I know this side is 5, then I know each other side is 5, 5, 5, 5. So instead of adding them each time, especially when you get those bigger figures, we're just going to reduce it down, make it easier. Say 5 times the number of sides. That would be 5 times the number of sides in this one is 5. So we would end up getting 25. I don't have a unit, so units. This is just an example so we can understand. So that would be how we get the perimeter. We would take the side length. If we have to go find it, that's fine, but we have to find the side length and then multiply it by the number of sides. And the apothem, that's the thing that we're kind of looking for. That's something that's a little bit different in this chapter. So we connect each corner with the dot in the middle after we draw something. So I drew the pentagon and drag the dot. It's not going to be perfect on mine because I'm writing on a board, but I really appreciate everyone looking and following along. So we sit over here and we draw a line each one. The apothem, that's from the center of your polygon. You can try to like draw a dotted line down, and it's at a 90 degree, and it splits these two angles. So if there's the angle here, if we know that the angle of the inside of these angles is always going to be 360 degrees divided by n, n being the number of sides, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides of the pentagon, so it's going to be 360 divided by 5, which gives us, let me think about it, 72 degrees. So that would be 72 degrees. So if this is 72 degrees, I'm going to use a different color over here so we can see a little difference. So this apothem, even though I didn't draw it correctly, it's not drawn to scale, but this cuts both of the angles in half. So this side would be 36, this side would be 36. And then if we know that the side length here is 5, well, the apothem cuts this into half as well. So this would be 2.5 from here to here, and it'd be 2.5 from the middle section over here. And so the goal of what we're doing is we're going to solve for one of the variables we're missing. We're either missing, usually it's the apothem or the side length. So that you should have one or the other. And all we're doing is breaking it down and breaking it down, breaking it down. So I would, if I was going to keep on going with this problem to find the apothem, let me do a different color over here. So I'm going to draw my apothem. I'm going to draw the right side. Wonderful drawing. And I'm redrawing this triangle right here. So I'm going to put a little purple dot so you can see it. My right angle right there. This is the line. Still looks just as good. We know this is 36 degrees up here. And then we also know that this bottom is 2.5. And so from this point, we want to know the apothem, which I'm going to label it as capital A. That's going to be little a. I'm going to call it little a in this one. We just got to be careful because we know that we want this side right here. We have a right triangle, and we know it's not a 30, 60, 90 triangle or a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So what we need to do is figure out if we can use a trig function now. Trig function, what do I mean? So I'm saying so and then toa. One of those. So if we can plug in what we want to know or what we do know, and then use that information to get an answer. So in this case, we know the angle right here. We know this is 36 degrees. This is the angle we want to use. So across from this angle is the opposite side, right? Across from the 90 degrees is our hypotenuse. And then the side that is adjacent to the angle is this one. Now this is where it gets kind of tricky. So the adjacent is also the apothem, right? Because if I do big A, it stands for area, so I can't do that. So the little a and little a. So if I have I'm looking for, I have O, I have the angle, and I want little a. So let's see. O and A, and this case I would use tangent because of O and A. And so then I would just plug in my form, so tangent of 36 degrees equals O, 2.5 divided by A. And then I would use, I'm going to show this example here, just multiply times A, A tangent of 36 degrees equals 2.5, and then let me extend this down a little bit, there we go, divide by tangent of 36 degrees, divide by tangent of 36 degrees, so our A would equal 2.5 divided by tangent of 36 degrees in this case. So this is just a practice problem. So all we're doing every single time with all these problems, we're taking the big thing that we have, we're taking what we know in math, we're breaking it down. Okay, so we can break down, we can know that this angle is 72, we know that these are the same length here, all this kind of stuff, then we can break it down. So okay, so I know that, so I can draw my apothem, and then I can break this down and know that. That's all we're using. We're using our combined math facts and breaking it down to the smallest thing that we need, and then where we can solve for it, and then building it back up. So after I find this apothem, I already have my perimeter, so if I go up to the top again, let me show you up here, then we have all that we need to fill in our formula. We know that our perimeter is 25 units, and then we know what our apothem is. Once I plug that in the calculator, we can type in 1/2. We can find the area for this polygon. So that is the basic of what we're doing. I'm getting used to the vocab, just telling you in a scenario what we're doing and why we're doing it, because we can't solve for certain things unless we break it down to where we know what it is. So that's just the basics of this unit. If you have any questions about individual ones, that will be on the next video.